Hey guys, JHub here bringing you another episode of MOAB on every map, and today's map is Boardwalk. Now I'm using the similar setup like I used in Parish. It seemed to work for me, but my setup is a PP90 with silencer and extended mag. My secondary is an MP9 silence. 3 starting perks are Scavenger Pro, Assassin Pro, and Steady Aim Pro. Then I move into the Specialist with Sleight of Hand, Quick Draw, and Stalker, all Pro. Now, I would like to consider this map as a close-range map similar to the Parish, but the thing is, it has some long line of sights, mainly on the beach or down the middle of the boardwalk, but usually I like to stick with submachine guns going in and out of buildings around the close quarter areas, because it seems like that is where the most traffic is. You see a little bit of traffic on the beach, but my tip is to you, if you would like to get a MOAB on this map, is to try to do it in domination. For some reason, it seems like if you can take B and C in domination on this map, you can trap them at A fairly easily. Now, before I managed to get this gameplay, what I was usually doing was doing the single man spawn trap on Alpha. The rest of my team would just be playing the game normally, and as long as we had B and C, they would continuously spawn around the arcade, the A flag, and in that building next to the A flag where it looks like it's still under construction. But if you can control that area, more than likely you will be successful in going for a MOAB. You just have to watch out every so often. They will spawn in the corner next to you. If you're like behind Alpha looking at the construction building, they'll spawn to the left of you, or they might spawn down the stairs a little bit. It's easy to take control, especially if you have a portable radar and they're not running Assassin. You will know immediately where they're at. Now, something else that may help you when going for a MOAB on this map is to sound whore. You can really tell the difference between the noises on this map, especially if the enemy is walking on the actual boardwalk itself. It sounds like wood, it's very obvious, and you'll be able to turn on them if they're coming behind you or whatnot. If they're on the beach, it's a little bit more quieter. The arcade is kind of funny though. I kind of like the sounds going on in there. You might see in this video how I do like a little jig in front of like the Dance Dance Revolution machine, because it has some music going. It would be cool if they actually made it where that thing worked, where if you went forward, backwards, left, and right, you get this little mini game going within the map. That way if you go in a private match, you can have some fun. But the sounds on this map are pretty good. I actually like the colors of this map also. The way it's bright, the arcades, the actual mini games along the boardwalk are bright in colors. They even put all like these stuffed animals and whatnot into these booths. But something that I thought was funny when playing on this map, I found out my teammates went over to like the water gun booth and were actually playing around like they were actually at like a fair playing the water gun game. And they had an enemy come up behind them and kill them both while they were messing around with this booth. I thought that was really funny. They got so sucked into this map. But prior to any of the MOABs that I managed to get on these 3 maps, I was having a lot of trouble trying to find guns that actually worked on all of these maps. I found out that on Gulch you're going to want to stick with assault rifles. Boardwalk and Parish are submachine gun type maps. And now I tried the AA-12 on this map. It seemed to work. I put range on it. If you can stay within the buildings, it makes things a whole lot easier. But if you try to go in between like the boardwalk, or if you go on the beach, it's gonna give you issues because there's long line of sights there. And I really would think that submachine guns probably would be best here too, especially the MP7, that it's so accurate, has low recoil and whatnot. It would probably be your best bet on this map. I know I've switched over to the PP90. For some reason, it just seemed to work for me. I had tried rapid fire and extended mag, but it was too loud and I was getting killed fast. Then I tried rapid fire and silencer, but it seemed like I always ran out of ammo and I was always getting killed because of it. So I switched over to silencer and extended mag, and that just seemed to work. Like I said, because of this setup, I was actually getting MOABs on these maps. Parish was first, then immediately I got a MOAB on this map with the same setup, and then after this MOAB, I went on to Gulch with an ACR. Yeah, I had to use an ACR, but I finally managed to get it, and all I've got to say is Gulch is basically a reskinned Afghan from MW3 with the look of like Team Fortress 2's canyon map that I've actually never played before. I've seen gameplays of it, but it looks very similar to that. But like I said, it actually looks like Afghan and plays like Afghan a lot, and I don't know if they were just trying to reskin it or what, make it look similar, because in my opinion it looks like they've done this several times. I always thought that when Liberation came out, it looked exactly like a reskinned Wasteland. It was about the same size, it had similar areas to that of Wasteland, and then there was a couple other maps that I thought were also similar to old Modern Warfare 2 maps, but I really do think Gulch looks like Afghan and plays a lot like it. But 2 videos you probably missed. The one on the left is the latest episode of Minecraft Monday, and the video on the right is my MOAB on Parish. A link to my Twitter will be down in the description in case you want to follow me, get into open lobbies, or get on my Minecraft server. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Other than that, peace out.